It's Madden NFL 24, and the focus is on Michael Davis, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Broncos and the Lions, and it comes your way next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they come in on a good run. Winners of 5 of their last 7. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
The numbers for Williams a week ago: 15 carries, 55 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. I think we're looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stop the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
On now to punt, Brad Robbins. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. They run once more with Taylor. And he powers his way up past the 30. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Back deep is DJ Dallas. This is taken at the 15. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On second down, Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC.
Now the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay game.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Tucker on for the field goal. A 62-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Steps away to his left.
And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down. And this may be all for 9.
Offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Prescott. And he checks this one down to Williams. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. So no gain on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Prescott to throw it. That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
action now. Prescott.
That one deep for London.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Drake London, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 113 yards, and a score.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by John Johnson, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
And caught by London.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Denver.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Parsons. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting in the ball in a passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to couple him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They thought he can win every battle. Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Asante Samuel Jr. on the coverage.
On third down, here's Richardson. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
A gain there of 21 yards.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still 3,000 yards, a good season.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. Santos' kick is up and through, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on 1st down.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And connecting here with DJ Shark. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
At the 28-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3.
Richardson to throw off play action. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he is going to have a Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. And they're going to stop play here. And the injury is to, that's DJ Chark, the receiver, who's in need of some help right now. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the play.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now a give to Taylor. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jonathan Taylor, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are back within a score.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field.
He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And Williams is going to pick up a Broncos first down as the tackle is made right at the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
And Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. Tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Here's Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First down now, but that clock rolling. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Richardson to the air on first down. That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Richardson on 3rd and short. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Tucker's kick is good. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he fields it cleanly. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
A final shot before the half, Richardson.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Some good-looking matchups on your screen there. One of the best, yeah, I'll say it, it's in Cleveland. A big test there for the Browns as they get set to play host to the Chicago Bears. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Finally, Monday Night Football, 2 of the most successful franchises of this new millennium. 8 Super Bowls between them, the Chiefs and Patriots from Foxborough. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving down for the game, and he's got a first down as well.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
First and 10, Taylor now. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And now third down and 6 to go.
Well, looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Richardson, shotgun on third down. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on third down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
A 59-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Prescott down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On third down, it's Prescott. And it is caught. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead of give up the middle to Williams.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Throwing, Prescott.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Prescott off play action.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now we're first and 10 at the 11.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a third and 10.
Right where he set him down started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be fourth down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one, so you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, "Oh, heck, kick it, field goal time."
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Now second and 9. Richardson now on second down. That's complete to Palmer.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Richardson.
And that will be incomplete.
everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
A 60-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, what, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Final minute now of the third quarter.
At the 23-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. This pass complete to Higgins. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now. Here's Prescott.
Screenplay set up for Williams.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
That sack doesn't change their offensive game plan. They always want to air it out and try and get the ball downfield quickly. They're going to have to block a little bit better, though, because the urgency and pressure just increase. Twice the distance now just to get a first down, and one less down to try and get it.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. He'll check this one down to Taylor.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And coming out now, the Broncos.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
Stuck for the loss by Devin White. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Prescott. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job
using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
At the 46-yard line.
Now Prescott.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Prescott. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
Play action. Now Richardson. Open man completes it to Claypool.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Running left, Taylor. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Josh Palmer,
51 yards.
And the Lions use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
So the Broncos coming out now.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Prescott rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will
see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six. And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw caught by Higgins. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Prescott yet again.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth.
And he is going to have a Broncos first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches. That ball caught. It's chosen.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
To throw, Prescott.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Prescott. And this one incomplete. I couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll launch it. And now it brings up 3rd down. Prescott.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Here's Dak.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So Dak Prescott in the offense. Down by 11. A little over 50 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down.
Pass complete to Higgins.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Here's Prescott. That's caught by Chosen. And he'll have a quick first down here, and they'll stop the clock as well as he's out of bounds right at midfield.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Now Dak. Throw left side. There's London.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Now Prescott.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This crowd into it now. 3rd and 2.
To the air again, Prescott. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Charles, we were treated to an excellent game day, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who had a halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for the Lions, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Denver, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.